We are pleased to have with us Hillary Kennedy and her friend Asusena Resendiz. Did I say that right? No, obviously not.
Asusena
Asusena
Resendiz.
Resendiz.
This is why I call her Sue.
Okay.
Yes. So the running joke is I am IZ, not easy.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank
hey,
you.
there
Yes,
you go.
that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So you are running to become Texas's first Republican Latina Congresswoman.
That is correct.
That's great. First of all, it's hard to believe that hasn't happened yet.
I agree. This
And
is heavy stuff.
Yeah, and I guess it hasn't happened because usually Latinas are Democrats, right? They're liberals. First of all, let's start at the beginning. How did you two meet?
We met at an event in Dallas several years ago for the 10 most beautiful women in Dallas. And it had to do with also your philanthropy and things like that. But Sue was one of the winners, Asusena. And then she also, how selfish is she? She also was nominated in Fort Worth as well.
Wow.
So
I didn't win in Fort Worth. I wasn't as pretty in Fort Worth. I lost my looks.
But that's how we met. And at the time, she wasn't working in politics at all.
Okay.
So this has been interesting to see her go from just working a regular job to really getting involved in politics, because she was always passionate about it, but it's been cool to kind of see this transformation.
When did you decide to attempt this, to become a candidate?
This was back in November.
In November.
So
you put this
the
together
tail end
pretty
of
quickly.
October, very much so.
And so you're running in Texas District 13.
That's correct.
Right. And how have you always been conservative, or is it new?
I've always been conservative, and the interesting part about that is there's always the question, you know, in Indiana when I lived there, they called me the scratch and sniff because they couldn't believe that they were looking at a Latina that's a Republican. It's true. So with that, it was so easy to explain because back in '86 when President Reagan, you have immigration reform, hot and heavy, here come my parents and here come my siblings. 3 of them that were born in Mexico, and we benefited from that, and that is what made me the Republican that I am, because it's easy to follow Reagan's history too, and my parents are a product of it.
You've been labeled, I guess, the anti-AOC. Is that a label that you embrace? Do you like that, or?
I do. Do I like? Sure. I mean, I like it. I don't take it to offense. Trust me. The other stuff on social media is a lot worse, and the emails that we get. So, but being compared to her isn't. It's not offensive. Quite honestly, I'd love the opportunity to meet with her because she doesn't represent people that look like me. I don't represent people that look like her. I'd like to believe that we're on the same page. Clearly, we're not. But it's not a matter of going to Washington and yelling at her for her liberal-leaning views. It's just my opinion that she speaks nonsense.
She does do that.
My biggest thing with our campaign is to make sure that veterans are taken care of. That's extremely important to me. So I'm taking that as my biggest issue because I'm so sick and tired, and this is where I really want to help Governor Abbott expand on what he wants to do with our homeless veterans. He wants to help clean this up, and I am so tired of limousine liberals, driving by these homeless veterans that have done nothing but serve our country and allow them to be the pompous people that they are, but they drive right by them and they don't pay attention. They don't pay attention to the issue.
Yeah.
And they're headed to a rally at Planned Parenthood at the same time.
And then their limousines.
And their limousine.
Yes.